Hi Leo, welcome to your week ahead horoscope with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Leo, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general readings. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. That being said, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this is really interesting to me. I had a really interesting experience today as I'm recording these, where I found the Fool card from one of my decks lodged behind, underneath a radiator, lodged behind my one of my bookshelves. And this is interesting to me. So sometimes I leave my cards on the deck and I'll leave the windows open and they'll get blown all over the place. But I find it really interesting because it was the Fool card in a completely different deck. And when I saw this card and I put it out today, I looked at it and the first thing that I thought was, are you ready? Because there's a big change just around the corner for you. I think this week is going to bring some potentially, I don't want to say explosive because it doesn't feel like that, but I do feel like this week is going to bring some kind of development that you didn't see coming. And when it happens, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised, but also surprised. So it's interesting to think like, you know, this is how it's shaping up already. So for if you are a continued subby, you know Rafi loves you. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and it resonates, please hit the subscribe button. For your actions and options, you've got the Empress card. This is beautiful. That's the birth of a new project. It looks like this week, my dear Leos, for a lot of you, this is a new idea that is coming in. For some of you, this might be something that's fully formed. Your intuition, but also your inspiration is going to be at an all-time high this week. I don't know what's going on in the sky that's making this such a powerful energy for us, but it definitely is. I don't know why, but I just really have that feeling. What I'll also say as well, because this is in your actions and options, for some of you, this is you getting serious about an image change. This is about changing how you look, how you appear, how you present to the world. There's some big shift taking place this week. And I think when it comes to your, you know, like your image, your physical self, your vitality and all of that, there is a shift coming this week. And I think it's going to make all the difference in how you move forward. For your communications and conversations, you have the World card. All right, so we're looking at big cards here right now. Now, when it comes to your communications and conversations, I would not be surprised if this week you are interacting with a very intelligent, maybe a peer in your chosen field. This could also be somebody that is very worldly, very experienced in their field. I don't know why, but because it comes up with the Empress, there's something here that suggests to me that this is about your work or your career, especially given the fact that at the moment Venus is moving through Taurus, which, especially if you're an ascendant Leo to a lesser degree, but still relevant, the sun and the moon, this is in your 10th house of your career. So there's something here that's taking place where you're meeting, connecting with either a new community or what's the word that I'm looking for? Maybe a very powerful, very learned person, and I gotta say, this person's either very easy on the eyes, or maybe they see you as very easy on the eyes. So, you know, there's a little bit of an appeal there, but there's definitely a meeting of minds and you're communicating really well together. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, if you've needed to pass exams, if you had to take tests to get into a certain school or program, etc., this suggests to me that you pass with absolutely flying colors and you make it look easy. You make it look good. Okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it, Leo. When it comes to your oh, come on, brain. When it comes to your those of you that are employed by somebody else, this is a change that comes into your work that really helps you. I feel like this is going to really help you decide if the place that you're in is the right one, or you're ready to graduate on from there and go into a new place or into something new altogether. But I really, really like this, and I love this for interacting with a new person. This is new people coming into the work, maybe discovering a new community through the job, or you know, I don't know if you've ever been in a place where, so the last job that I ever had, we had like 3 people walk out at once, and you know, that was interesting because, anyway, right? So it could be something like that as well. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, this is a really strong energy because there's somebody that's very worldly, maybe a new community of some sort. You're getting shoulder tapped this week. You are, maybe somebody's reaching out to work with you, maybe you're reaching out to work with somebody. And with the ideas or the image changes that you're putting into place, this could be very exciting, and it could also be like you might look back on this week. Maybe just the connections are made this week, but you might look back on this week and think, wow, you know what? That was the week that really set me on a completely different path. And then finally, for those of you that are retired and no longer working, I like this for you finding a new vocation. I like this for you, and it's like you're finding a new vocation through a new community. So maybe you join a club, maybe you decide to pick up a hobby, and because it's the World card next to the Empress and you're making these things look easy, it might be maybe it's something that you've always wanted to do. Maybe it is, you know, and maybe whatever this hobby or this skill, or, you know, this thing that you pick up, maybe you're just instantly good at it. You know, maybe you're bringing this from a past life. It's a skill, it's a hobby that you just take to like a duck to water. So I love it. I really love it. For your love and relations, you've got the 7 of Pentacles. So there's work to do on the relationship. If you're partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is a week where you're having to really put work into the relationship, but there are rewards here. There are results here. For some of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is potentially the realization of a goal as a couple that you had, but it takes on new lease of life. And I feel like this is, so maybe some of you, you know, because of the pandemic, you said, right, we're not going to buy, we'll shelve those plans, we'll put them on hold, and then boom, this week comes and you're like, wow, you know what, actually we're in a place to do this now. So I really like it for that. For those of you that are single and looking, there's very likely to be somebody new showing up for you this week. There's more than likely an age gap here. Remember, anybody that shows up as the World card, they tend to be older than us, more mature, maybe they're wiser in a specific area of life. And with the Fool card, this could be somebody that is, you know, maybe in their years they're young, but in their mind they're very wise. Somebody that's wise beyond their years, as the saying goes, because the Fool card is a very youthful energy. The World card is a very, you know, it's older, Saturn ruled, so therefore older people, etc. And then when it comes to your money and materials, you've got the High Priestess. Hidden monies, hidden sources of income. You know, for those of you that are partnered or married, this could be an investment that your partner made in secret that hits it big. They come to you and say, look, you know what, I didn't want to say anything at the time, but, you know, I've just got a bonus at work, or I have, you know, it's like money that you didn't realize was there is now made available to you. If you are single, I would definitely, like, if you're single, that High Priestess suggests that your intuitive leanings, especially with the Fool card, this is you starting something new. And it's like, although you're not sure of what the results are, you are 100% sure that this is something that you should be doing, and by following it, that's how you reap the rewards and the results this week. So whatever spontaneous moments or ideas pop up for you, I would go for it. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, I'm going to say with the High Priestess, this is likely to be stomach stuff that comes up this week, and it's probably because you're so nervous about some new endeavor, which could be really cool. When it comes to your home and environment, the High Priestess in the home tends to represent mother, wife, most important woman in our lives. And so when it comes to home and familial ties, that may very well be where the focus is drawn this week. The other thing is as well, because it's the High Priestess, this could be a time where hidden things are revealed. I would say, like, just because it's the Seven of Pentacles as well, like lock your garden gate, be mindful about all of that stuff. I don't see anything awful happening here, I really don't, but even still, you know, we keep our mind, you know, we keep our wits about us. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.